It's Rion with transformationalentertainmentvision.com, Tem Vision here on YouTube. Let's look at just like a wild card, just out of somewhere. When we look at the TV industry's attachments to ratings and we compare it with the consumer experience, well, what's really going on at a deeper level? Like, we want to look at, as transformational advocates ourselves, we want to look at what are the values, what's really driving that when there's this dynamic that is really about more and more diversion. And after decades of diversion, the disconnect between the awakening of consciousness, we start realizing that people are seeking a deeper, richer internal experience instead of always superficial diversion. When people start awakening, they start realizing, whoa. So just the wild card is like when we look at the TV rating system and how morals be thrown out the door to get top ratings, what is the underlying value there? Is it really about the ratings or about the experience? Like, what are the values? It's just something to look at. I'm very experienced on like the experiential transformational side of media, also a media producer myself. But just look at like the old way things are done is just more of the same. The showrunners producing the shows, and I'm not doubting there's some great content in a divertive sense. There's some great diversion out there, but we look at that dynamic with people, they're wanting something more, a deeper, richer experience that's more internal instead of all this superficial escapism. And that balance, I predict, is going to start altering where people are, especially cultural creatives, for example, looking for something with more substance, like whole foods for their consciousness. There's so much, yoga is so popular now. Organic and health foods are so popular. People are feeding their bodies great nutrition when they start realizing that they've been feeding their consciousness, you know, their mind, heart, sex, and soul with media. They've been feeding it mostly junk food. So everything here, you're already an advocate. Transformational entertainment, the value, more of an internal experience, more awakening experience, while still loving and respecting the place of diversion. Let's start creating more awakening, inspirational content that can feed the growing hunger within the consciousness of many, many, many millions of people in the Western world and the world. All right, so I'm in. Are you?